brave one. You were the one, so we all gotta die.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Literally, welcome.
Big day.
Big honking day.
Big day. How's my lips? Did I mess it up by eating that?
No,
sandwich?
you didn't. They stayed on, honey.
Well,
Except,
well.
wait, it's a glasses day.
Well. How we doing, y'all?
Bad. How are you?
Are you bad?
Oh, I'm actually okay.
Okay. Let's
kind of synonymous with bad.
let's unpack whatever's going on. Let's
What I was just telling you.
just anything, really. Anything, whatever you want to say. We have a girl who's going. And right before we started this, we're like, we shouldn't talk about this, but now I can't.
The coffee's hitting. Well, it's so funny, yeah, because everything that I actually want to talk about are things that we probably shouldn't talk about. That's why I just went nonverbal.
Mm-hmm. Everything that we were like, you know what, we don't have to acknowledge this.
But now it's like every single possible thing that should just be kept into the, the deep crevices of my journal. I feel compelled to share.
We should actually talk about this because maybe she'll hear it. And maybe she won't because she's like obviously in psychosis. We have a girl. We're not going to name her. She's an internet fan who keeps emailing us. Looks like every day now for the past couple of days, a lot of times a day.
Would you say ballpark around like 10 to 20
times a day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's posting a lot of Instagram stories. Her Instagram stories right now it's to the point where it's like there are so many that each story is like a little dot. And it's like her very clearly in psychosis. We've read some of the emails that she's sent us. It sounds like she's rapping. Did we read them on Patreon?
These are Patreon tidbits. So if you guys want to hear the raps, you got to go over to the Big P.
Yeah, because we realize that we do waste your guys' time when we go on and on reading a bunch of like psychotic emails when you guys are actually sending us in like vulnerable, well-written emails.
And someone DM'd me the other day and was just like, hey, I've been listening since you were before you were even on this podcast. This is my favorite podcast. I love you both so much. I have written into so many prompts and you have never once read an email. And I said, well, unfortunately, it's because we're reading raps from people in psychosis.
Yeah. And it's like, well, if you don't label them incest,
that's the thing,
cousin fucker,
you
we're
gotta
not going to read them.
This is what we're going off of, y'all. We're going off of the subject. So if you're like, oatmeal sandwich, we're not going to be picking that one.
If you go tea time story, no, you got to get our attention with writing the craziest header. And even if it has nothing to do with the email, just send us a crazy header because then we'll be like, whoa.
Clickbait us.
Yeah, clickbait us. Because this girl did, and she kept sending emails, and they are unhinged raps, and now she's like rapping and going crazy on her Instagram stories.
Shit-eating green.
It's very much giving my ex-boyfriend shit-eating green, who we talk about on the Patreon a lot, shit-eating green.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that he is in a relationship, but this girl seems like she'd be good for him.
Oh.
He can rap together. Anyway, I want to say this at the end of the day.
What?
It's just funny that, again, these are the people we attract. Are people that she literally wrote us like a couple of emails being like, I'm in the psych ward right now, like rapping. I'm in the psych ward. I'm trying not to be bored. Everybody wants to fight me. I'm just trying to save my lifey. And
then she starts rapping with her name, and so we can't say the name, but just know that there's an abundance of words that rhyme with that name. And now here's something to piggyback off of that. We have a friend, very funny comedian, very intelligent comedian, and she has a podcast, and Wayne Brady ended up seeing it and messaged her and was like, God, this is so funny. You're so smart. Love this take. But anyway, so then all these other people, like doctors from like all over the world, are responding to her. Like college professors are like, God, this is top tier comedy, hilarious. So it's like the best and brightest from across the world are saying, hey, this is comedy. I like this.
Yeah. The most prestigious professors, scientists, thought leaders.
Yeah. And then don't worry.
And then we've got the girl in psychosis being like, pee pee poo poo, I want to see you, which is literally what she said in one of her emails.
Yeah. She's like, hey, I just stuck 75, I just glued 75 googly eyes onto my pussy. Call that my little googly monster. And you're like, well.
That didn't even rhyme.
Yeah, it didn't rhyme. There was no essence there, really.
Maybe if you had made it rhyme, it would have been a little bit more exciting.
They're like getting fired from Walmart and then like running dog fighting behind Walmart. And then that's who's listening to this podcast.
Literally.
Are the dog fighters of middle America.
And that's true. And we don't even know if she's actually in a mental institution or if she's just like so psychotic that she's convincing herself that she's institutionalized.
What do you mean we don't know? We saw the Insta, so we do know where she is.
Well, it looks like she's in a bedroom, but is it her bedroom or is it a?
It looks like it's an apartment.
So the thing is, girl, if you're listening to this, we really hope that you get the help that you need. I know that it's not your choice to be. Well, I'm gonna zip it there before I say anything that's gonna get people really riled up and mad at me. But I'm sorry.
Whoa, okay, growth.
Yeah, I'm sorry that mental illness is a real fucking nightmare. And,
but hey, you know what? I think what I'm gonna say is keep dancing.
Hey. And if there's one thing, and I'm gonna tell you this. When I was at my most like alcoholic and unhinged, I was constantly, and I do post a lot. But I like used to be way more unhinged on social media, and I was like always dancing on social media.
Oh yeah, because you were always drunk.
I was always drunk, or
I was looking through my archives, and I would post crying pictures, me being like, "This Molly's hitting," and then I'd show someone I just made out with, be like, "I don't know his name," and this is just all on my public story. I have 2,000 followers,
and people loved it, and people would always like sometimes once in a while, like if I have OG followers, they'll write me and they'll be like, "I miss your dancing videos," and I'm like, unfortunately for you, I'm now 32 years old and I am sober and I'm not hungover anymore. So I'm not going to be going back to those like extreme insane dancing videos.
Yeah.
All that to say, people do love to see you dancing unhinged online.
There's something magical about when people start recording themselves dancing, and not professional dancer. We don't want to see that. We want to see someone who is on the brink of doing something permanent to themselves or others.
And you can tell that they're just like jabbing around. They have no rhythm. Like it is funny, but then
it's like a puppet.
Too much of it, you go, no, there's something going on here. I'll throw one out once in a while, but I used to do it like back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
No, I can't, you go, I think we've grown out of that.
I think we have.
And
some of us have.
Yeah.
Others uploading 18 hard posts a day, dancing, sometimes with no music.
And sometimes with no music, just the music that's in their own heart. And that's
so let that be the takeaway. Let that be the theme of this episode. Dance to what's inside your heart.
And you know what? Dance to the, and you know what?
Yes,
you know what?
Girly.
Dance. Why is closing your eyes and talking so funny?
Well, it really is.
Remember how pissed off he used to get when I did this?
Oh my God. I would get so, because you know what? You would leave me alone with Lee. That's why I would get so annoyed. I'd be like, can you please open that up?
It's pretty crazy talking to you with my eyes.
Wait, okay, I'm going to do it too.
Closed tight. It's pretty funny.
Gabby, you better dance, girl.
Dance to the beat of your own drum. That's what I always say.
And you know what?
Because you'd leave me alone with Lee.
You would leave me alone with halitosis Lee. And I said, why don't we open those eyes up, baby
with fat
girl?
Fuck Lee.
Oh, your eyes are still closed. Okay.
They're open now.
Mine are still closed now. Oh, wow. I'm just picturing everyone dancing.
That was meditative.
This is good.
When do you think the last time Lee had sex was? For real?
What do you mean? Paid?
Paid. Because I know that he's not having sex, not paid.
Well, no. So the last time he had...
So when I say sex, I mean just paid, because he's only paying people.
So the last time our old podcast producer, Lee, had sex with someone who was of age, consenting, and he didn't pay for it, it had to be the 90s.
It had to be the 90s. This is really cute. What is this lip gloss?
I can't tell you.
What is it? It's like Japanese. Where did you get it? You're so nasty right now. Why won't you tell me?
You know where it's from.
Temu? Where is it? Literally, I know where
it's from. Temu.
Is it really from Temu?
Yes. When I got all those shitty ass mics,
there's lead in this.
There's lead in it, and I can feel it. And you want to know what? Huh. That's why I'm ready to dance.
Okay.
No, Gabby. Oh my God, it's gonna mess your lip piercing up because there's legit lead in there. Okay, Miss Lead.
Giving lip cancer.
Let's talk about the 90s. Okay, see? Now you're serving cunt.
You wanna know.
Wait, close your eyes.
Remind me of the mess you made when you ran away. Wow.
So you could pretty much say that this is a riveting podcast, but all I know to be true is our old podcast producer, Lee,
has non-consensual sex with minors. That's a crazy thing to say on a podcast.
We laugh.
We don't know that. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Here's the thing.
He doesn't.
Well, you don't really know.
No, and that's, you know what? The thing is we don't actually know how old they are when they're in the parlors. But like in real
Wait,
life,
can I
outside
say-
of a parlor, he's not fucking minor. In a parlor, maybe.
Wait, it's coming back to me. I feel like we've talked about this on the last 2 episodes, and now this is the 3rd one in the row where like the conversation comes to a slight lull, and we're like, so what's Lee up to? Fucking those kids.
And you guys go, can we get him back on? Nah. All right. So
No.
we're in school scandals today.
But we're gonna go visit him in prison on Patreon. So subscribe to the Big P to go
That's
see
really
Big
funny.
Lee.
yeah. In a Russian prison somewhere. So
So this
school
episode,
scandals.
yeah, school scandals.
Do you have any?
I mean, this was kind of a scandal. Did I ever tell you about the Doot girl who took
Like
the
you
video?
have.
Where she made a video of her taking a big old brown nasty on her boyfriend's chest.
You have talked about that, but talk
And then
about
she-
it again.
And then she finger painted on his chest with her brown goo. And then there was a video of it, and it started getting sent around. And I keep in mind, I was not fucking cool, and I got sent this video,
This
and I
is
said,
too extreme for being in high school. You're
It
not
was
allowed to be like that when you're in high school.
crazy. It was crazy.
That's insane.
I know. And the teacher got sent it.
Who was sending it?
He started it.
The guy started
The
it.
guy started it.
That's
yeah.
really embarrassing.
I know.
Why would you ever want that out?
I don't think the whole school saw it, but like definitely the entire class saw it.
That's really embarrassing.
And I know some folks from my high school listen, so please DM me if you remember the brown goo incident.
Here's the thing, like, thank God you have to be like of age. You have to be legal to start like an OnlyFans or something. But I can't imagine how many kids on Snapchat, how many of their fucking nudes and shit are getting leaked. Cause like, you know, a girl will like snap herself and send it to a guy, and like how many guys leak everybody's nudes? Can you I wonder how much of that is happening in high schools and middle schools.
Oh, so much. I mean, this poor guy, this high school boy, he just offed himself. I think he was in Indiana or something because he sent out a dong pic, turned out to be like a scammer. And then they started like blackmailing him, and they're like, oh, we're going to send it out. I don't even know if it got sent out, but they said, oh, we're going to send it out. And then he ended up taking his life because he was so scared.
Guys, let this be a lesson.
Uh-oh.
Let this be a lesson. If you're going to send nudes, just know anybody's going to get to them. So do it with confidence. Say, you know what? Get into it knowing this could get out there. Do it with confidence. And then when that gets leaked, send an even worse nude of you out. Like, send worst
one
thing.
with like poop coming out of your butt.
Yeah, poop coming out of your butt, and then
They
and then write on the walls, send this motherfuckers, and then get you jacking off onto the poop on the wall, and then people will be like,
And
this
cover
guy's-
yourself in pig's blood while
Yeah,
you're doing
and a
it.
veil.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I wish they made, do they make dildos that are shaped like actual pieces of poop? Because,
I'm sure you could find one somewhere.
okay, we should make one.
Should we Google
Trademark. Okay.
poop shaped dildos? They've got to have
Yeah.
poop shaped dildos for sure.
But definitely cop one of those or cop one of ours when we
So-
release it.
Right. So that's right. That'll be our next merch. Is our shit turned into dildos.
Yes, it really will. Stay vigilant, guys.
You know what'd be crazy? You know what would really be crazy is if we started
Had a good podcast.
if we did that, and like for our merch, what if we made like those torso fuck dolls? But then one was your tits and one was my tits. Like the rubber torso fuck dolls. What is it? Pick it up.
Well, it's not a bill collector.
Oh no.
It's my sweet friend Madison.
No. Okay.
So were there any scandals at your school?
Not like amongst teachers and shit. There was, I probably talked about it on here before. When I was in middle school, my ex-best friend was dating this guy, and she wrote him like a crazy sex note. You know, it was like it
Yeah.
was like erotica.
Okay.
And, you know, being like, I'm gonna cat crawl onto you and then put my pussy in
Cat
your
crawl?
mouth. Yeah, some shit. Yeah, I don't know. It was middle school. 8th grade. And he made photocopies of her handwritten letter. And then also photocopied pictures of her face on it. And started like throwing them out at recess, you know, like throwing them out on the field. He was like handing them out to people.
So he was in his Mean Girls era.
Yeah. And shit got real drama. Real drama after that. Both of them, I think, got suspended.
Boring.
I know. It's
Yeah.
like, why would they suspend her?
Yeah. So what? She's a bit of a wordsmith.
Yeah, what?
She fancies
she's like
herself
a
some
kinky-
erotica.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
She's you want to know why they suspended her? Because she had big tits in the 8th grade. And anybody that has big tits in the 8th grade, they're threatened by.
And all the teachers probably wanted to rape the fuck out of her.
Jesus.
Sorry. That's crazy. I said that. I meant to say have sex, and I don't know why rape came. Because it is rape. You can't consent.
I guess. I also like that anytime that you talk about sex, you just automatically call it rape.
Because honestly, that's what it is.
I'll come home, you'll come home and I'll be like, did you have sex last night? And you'll be like, no, I wasn't raped last night. And it's like, well, I mean, I said sex, not, it's like for you, it's just.
Because you know what? It's the energy.
Sex is rape.
It kind of is if you really think about it. You were raped 2 nights ago. And that's really, if you really think about
That's a crazy thing to say.
That is so crazy.
I was not raped 2 nights ago. I had consensual sex with my boyfriend 2 nights ago. You guys, there was no rape. I had consensual sex with my boyfriend who I'm in love with. So that's fuck. Not you screaming. You were raped 2 nights ago. Okay, what the
I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Okay.
So I'm gonna read this one, okay? And that's another reason I'll never tag my boyfriend in anything, because one of you would have clipped. I see. Because one of you would DM him and be like, "Wow, heard you're actually a rapist on Tea Time." He's not. It's not at all.
Oh my god! I can't breathe.
The fuck? Wow. And well,
oh my god!
Anyways, love my boyfriend.
The thing why I just laughed so hard too is I don't come in saying I was fucking almost raped. I don't even say that. So
Fox has raped at least 12 times a day. She'll walk into the house and she'll be like, "Guess what I was up to yesterday? Getting raped." And I'm like, "What?" Like it's like some fun. And I'm like, "You had sex?" And she's like, "No." And I'm
yeah,
like,
I wasn't. But you are like, you have rape-itis, so.
I don't have rape-itis. Where is the fucking Apple Pen?
I don't know, and I don't even know what's happening here. And honestly, the more that you and I have a conversation, the more it becomes clear as to why people in mental psychosis are the only ones that can stomach this putrid, cockroach-esque level of entertainment. We are scuttling around the bottoms of the entertainment floor.
The way we've been doing this podcast for so long, and we've like never been able to break like 3,000 listens.
No. And then people that start their podcast after us, they get on these huge.
Kate literally started her podcast like 3 months ago, and they're doing so well.
They have 20,000 listeners, and they go, "Oh, we're flopping."
We barely.
And I go, "Oh my god, we made it to 2,000 on YouTube."
If we make it to 2,000 on YouTube, we're like, "All right, we're doing well." That's crazy.
Oh my
We've been doing this podcast for so long.
Should we start?
It's a really niche audience. I think we have 3 actual listeners.
I think we do too. My mom doesn't even listen anymore. That's how she even fell off. My stalker fell off.
Your stalker fell off. The only listeners we have are literally all probably the same girl in psychosis with 3 different accounts. That's literally.
And you know what? At the end of the day, she's going to think these fucked up rape jokes are funny. That's the only one.
And you know what? She's buying tickets to the shows probably. So
she is.
At least we've got a fan.
She's selling teeth that aren't her own to get tickets. I don't know where she got these fucking teeth from.
That's so funny. That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. Wow. I have not laughed like that in a second. Probably since the last time I said that you got raped. But okay, let's go.
Well, okay. I'm really fucking pissed. I don't know where my Apple Pen is. Okay, anyways. School scandals. High school hooker. Hey, honks. I went to a pretty conservative Catholic high school, and I was involved in the theater department. A clique which was aptly named the Drama Kids. I grew up with brothers, and so even though I grew up with brothers, and so even though this was a pretty feminine hobby, I always had more close male friends, and had been a bit of a tomboy. Okay, she's a girl's boy.
Okay,
she's a boy's girl.
Okay,
Miss Thing.
She's Miss Bussy.
Yeah, she is. She's one of those girls that's like, I just don't really get along with girls like the same way that I get along with boys.
And you want to know what those kind of girls do?
Yeah.
They don't shave their asshole for anal. They leave it furry.
I literally agree with that. Good.
Yeah.
I hate shaving my asshole. I always fucking clip it. I clip it.
Sorry.
And riddle me this, it's still brown. How am I fucking spending so much time
Stop
shaving my bussy and it's still like outlined in brown? Guys will DM me.
What do you mean outlined in brown?
Guys will DM me on OnlyFans and be like, can I see your asshole? I'm like, you like hemorrhoids? You like hemorrhoids? Because that's
no, but yours it just looks like an extension of the pussy.
It kind of does. It does look like an extension of the pussy.
Yeah.
It looks like an extra little labia, which is...
It's fine.
All right.
Because some hemorrhoids, some hemis, they look like boulders hanging off.
Yeah, mine don't look like that. Mine looks like a little flappy kiss. My best friend in high school was named John. We don't like that name on
We don't like
podcast.
that name here.
I assumed he was gay for a long time. He was pretty effeminate and did theater with me. So yeah, safe to assume that he is, but let's see what's going to happen.
All right.
We went to an ultra-conservative religious school. Before I can continue, how many rapes do you think we're going to have in this?
I mean, if there's not at least one, then I don't even know why we're doing it.
We've got to have at least one. I bet there's going to be two.
You think two? I think at least one.
Okay, at least one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We went to an ultra-conservative, and for those of you who drink, if you're listening to this and drinking, I want you to take a shot when rape is mentioned.
And I want you to listen to this in the morning at 9 a.m.
That's another thing about our listeners, that they probably are all active drug addicts and alcoholics. So they're like literally getting ready for work. They have a beer. It's 9 a.m. and they're like...
Or they're like people that like work in morgues.
So true. We went to an ultra-conservative religious school and I had a boyfriend. So when his sexuality never came up, I thought he was just being affectionate, like a gay bestie. And I didn't push it or pressure him to come out to me. I assumed he would tell me when he was ready. Turns out, John was straight. Had a major crush on me and was actually flirting with me. And when I broke up with my boyfriend for another guy, he assumed his feelings had been reciprocated all along.
Oh.
So this is absolutely a trait of a straight man.
Yeah.
And felt betrayed and angry when I broke up with my boyfriend for a guy who wasn't him.
Here's where the rape is coming.
Yeah, this might actually be it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just moving on, he cussed me out and called me a slut over MySpace Messenger.
That's straight as hell.
We're getting really close.
Yeah, we're getting edged right now.
LOL. And chewed me out for flirting with him all the time.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, after that, none of our friends would talk to me and shunned me completely.
Weak.
Giving me the silent treatment and even sometimes leaving the room when I'd enter. To say I was devastated was an understatement. That fucking sucks. I had a couple of friends outside the theater department, and a few months after I had switched to cafeteria tables and accepted that those people just didn't like me anymore because they had chosen John, a friend of mine, we'll call him Brandon, pulled me aside after school. Do you think you raped her?
I think he's going to ask to.
Brandon or John?
Brandon.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to let you know that I'm worried about you and you don't need to be doing what you're doing.
Oh.
It's not right and you shouldn't be doing that to yourself. This is what girls say to us when we start an OnlyFans.
This is what literally anyone says to me when I post any content.
You don't need to be doing this. Yeah, literally. That's what happens when I post clips of my stand-up. They go, you don't listen.
They go,
you're
better than this, girl. Yeah. Come on.
You don't need to be doing this.
When we get on OF, it's literally less degrading than us posting our stand-up.
It is. I get more hate. I get so much more hate on my stand-up than I do for being on OF.
Okay.
So, hey.
No, that kind of
yeah, so he's worried about her. I stopped him and asked him what he was talking about. There's a rumor going around school that you've been selling yourself over on blank. A street near where I grew up in my hometown, known for drugs and prostitution. Whoa.
Okay.
I couldn't help but laugh at first because I was actually still a virgin at the time. It turns out that my ex-best friend John had spread a rumor about me that had begun as me being a slut who slept around. I took the city bus home every day, so someone from school saw me walking home from the bus stop on the prostitution street and assumed I was street walking because of the rumor. I just want to real quick, this is how fucked up the psychology of teenagers are. They allegedly find out that this girl is doing sex work, and then they shun her. You know, like all of the girls judge her and they're like, you disgusting slut, instead of being like...
Because they're sucking all the fucking broke, poor, pimply uglies for free.
It's so true. The only one real friend you had in this was Brandon. He's the only one that cared about your well-being.
Brandon's the real one.
Yeah.
Well, because also Brandon probably had a 20 in his pocket, and he was like, hey, I'm concerned that I'm actually not getting any.
Yeah, you don't have to be doing it on the streets when you can be doing it with me.
He's like, I got a basement.
God, that's so true. Okay, the school administration heard about it somehow and called a meeting with my parents
God.
to address the rumor, which to this day was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
That sucks.
This fucking sucks. I was so fucked up by the experience, I started getting intense panic attacks about going to school. And the eating disorder that I already had became much worse. My parents took me to a psychologist who recommended that I no longer attend regular high school because I was traumatized from being around other teenagers. I completed the rest of my diploma at the local community college and was a lot happier there. I do give props to my younger brother, who was 1 grade below us, had just gone through a huge growth spurt and shaved his head and became a neo-Nazi. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that.
Oh my God, Gabby. I was like, and I'm like, no, I'm like, so, no.
Shaved his head and got a swastika
I'm
tattoo.
just kidding. He didn't.
on his forehead.
See, and that, never mind.
Growth spurt and shaved his head and was basically everyone's connect for drugs. The day after my parents had been told about the rumor, he approached John and pushed him against a locker.
Okay.
Lifted him up by the collar and told him, if you ever talk about my sister again, I'll fucking kill you.
I'll fuck you.
I'll fuck you.
And that's where the rape comes in.
It is.
See?
So that's a story of why I quit high school, because everyone, including the administration, thought I had an after-school job as a sex worker. But says, you could have been making fucking money. Thanks for listening. Love the show. Sincerely, high school hooker. Screaming.
Okay.
That was a good story.
That was a really good story. That was a really good goddamn story.
No, that was really yum, yum, yum.
I just want you guys to know, so Gab's trying to pull up another story for me to read right now, and she can't because I can see on her iPad there are so many emails from that one girl.
I'm so sorry.
No.
this one. The header of this email is, Lee is a pedophile? Question mark.
I mean, yeah. Okay, wait. Oh my God, wait.
No.
No. Wait. Okay, so the email says Lee is a pedophile? Question mark. Hey honks, I just wanted to share that I Googled Lee and what came up were pics of him along with a link for pedophiles in Florida. And they all coincidentally look like iterations of Lee. Just wanted to let you guys know this. LOL. Love you, ladies.
I don't think Lee's ever spent time in Florida. Let's see.
You guys.
So,
you guys. Honestly, it's giving twin. Your pen is probably on my bed, dude, for when we were recording yesterday.
Oh, but, look, it's actually in my pussy.
Oh, okay.
So, that's hilarious.
This is twinitis.
Lee, looks like you've got some brothers you didn't know about.
Okay, brother Lee. Lee.
Not her Googling Lee Nason. And not us spending half this podcast talking about how he's going to go to jail.
For having sex with Ukrainian refugee minors at a sex parlor on Melrose in Los Angeles.
Again, another episode where we go, why can't we get YouTube monetization?
Oh, I stopped asking that. So you need to wake up. You need to stay vigilant because this is why we can't get YouTube monetization.
Hold on, let me get a picture of you.
It's so stupid. This is really good.
I'm literally posting that right now.
Okay, please.
It's so funny.
Wait, post this too. Sorry, you guys. We literally have to make content while we're literally making content. And we're not cutting this out, so you guys can fuck off with the silences.
Tune in for the... Tune in for... We're
Not
gonna
her
post this
saying...
episode today, aren't we?
You know, yeah, I'm going to post it later. But here's the thing. This is legit Crazy Raisin.
This is so funny.
Okay, I guess I'm going to find a story now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, this is weird. I'm never in the tea time email. Oh, this girl. Okay, this girl's a comic.
Just tagging Lee Nason. Sorry.
No. Tag away. I do feel like one day someone is going to clip up part of the little chunks that we've said on this podcast, and they're going to have no context to them. They're going to get leaked and people are going to be like, that's absolutely apparent. How dare they? How could they even think to say that? And then they're not going to include the rest of it where we are laughing like jackals, which actually maybe makes it worse.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can get points for inclusivity. Who's hiring pedophiles?
This is hilarious.
Okay.
This picture is so funny.
That is legit funny. That's legit funny.
The way that
we worked with a pedophile.
Looks like he's in jail. Okay, yeah.
The people we work with now, not pedophiles, but we'll see. We'll see.
You never know. I don't trust men. I'll tell you that. I don't trust any man to not be a pedophile.
No. Okay, I actually do need to take this because I don't understand what okay. Madison, honey, I'm recording my podcast right now. Can you text me?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are you okay? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think she's okay. Oh, so that was interesting. But okay. This was written in by a comic. High school scandal. A teacher slept with a student and wrote, okay, there's something in my throat. Excuse me. It's come. Okay, a teacher slept with a student from all the rape. Okay, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Delete. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was weird.
Oh, don't delete.
That was weird. That was I think a ghost said that. That wasn't me. A teacher slept with a student and wrote a screenplay about it called Graduation Crashers.
Hold on. A teacher slept with a student and wrote a paper about it.
Yeah, a screenplay, babe, not a paper.
Screenplay.
You
Good.
know,
Yeah. Okay.
He fancies himself a bit of an artiste. Lolita. Okay, here it is.
Wow.
Okay, this whole episode is kind of like a try not to come challenge. And I'm about to bust right now.
Okay.
And that's on us using
what
lead
sucks?
paint from Temu.
You know what sucks? I know.
What?
With children's blood in it. You know what's you want to know what's going on is that we're gonna watch this episode back and be like, is there anything we can use for a clip? And there's not gonna be, because the entire time we've just been screaming about rape. So nothing in this episode is clippable, by the way.
Oh no.
And if it is, it's gonna be beep 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 beep.
You know what? And I shouldn't say this out loud,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna. So a very famous musician followed me on Instagram and I was like, yes, because I love his music so much.
Yeah.
Literally so much. And then right after, we post 2 cousin fucking clips back to back from this podcast. It seems he unfollowed.
Hey, but you know what? If you're a pussy, just say that.
Hey, if you're weak, just say that.
And you did.
If you're ugly, just say that.
And in so many words, you did.
Yeah. No longer a fan. Unad. Okay, here it is. During my senior year of high school, it came out that my teacher had slept with a student. Original, I know, but it does get worse. The victim came forward a few years after she graduated, while I was a senior, and had this guy as my econ teacher. They started an investigation, and that's when shit got wild. It was uncovered that 2 teachers at my school, my teacher's friends, had known about this incident as it was happening and didn't report it.
So in a way, this is
A story about rape?
statutory.
Yes.
So it is statutory, so we're close.
All right, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Hey.
Okay, so we're in stats
Why
territory.
would we high five? Okay, yes. So if you guys actually, if you're watching this, if you could just like turn this off and report it, that'd be great. And presumably didn't try and stop it. They were all placed on leave as soon as the investigation started. It was super disruptive because these guys basically made up the entire social studies department. We were given a substitute teacher with no explanation. He just told us, yeah, I'm not sure when Mr. How the hell?
Let's call him Mr. B.
Okay, Mr. Batch, rhymes with Statch,
Right.
will be back. Probably explains why my economic skills are a bit dodgy to this day. I blame Mr. Batch for the pedophile.
No. Don't blame the teacher. You weren't going to be very good at economics.
Oh. Looks like Gabby's not getting booked on this show that she runs. Okay, those 3 teachers were always a bit too cool with the students, if you ask me. Those teachers always piss me off.
The teachers that are way too cool with the students, you're like, what do you
You go, hey, you got a life?
Yeah, hey.
And they come in, they're like, oh my God, you guys! Oh, and they're like giving nuggies, and you're like,
Yeah. They see the guys and they give them a ball tap and they go, what up, fellas? And then they see the girls and they go like this to their tits and go, honk, honk, growing in nicely, huh, honey?
honk, honk, growing in nicely.
All right, who's up for a nice lesson in English today? I see you, Miss Honk Honk.
Pause. You and I did impressions in our living room, in our kitchen table list, in our coffee table list, living room last night with the fake fireplace for an hour.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that I was just kind of seeing like a similarity to what you were just doing, and I really liked that.
Yeah. A fellow comic, anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's on the end of that.
And that's
please
on the
God,
end of that,
but
so I don't reveal too much. But anyway, we were doing impressions of the comic, and that's that.
I think we are good people. Okay.
And hey, if you want to do an impression of me, pretty easy to do. All you have to do is go, hey, this is how I suck dick. So that's, there you go. There's your impression of me.
And then if you want to do an impression of me, go, okay, which finger's in my pussy? My uncle's. Hey!
So there's your impressions, you guys. Feel free.
Some of comedy's finest.
You think you're gonna get us before we get us? You're not.
We already got us.
Yeah.
And guess what? We've been raped.
You're literally obsessed. Okay.
Okay, no, because you're literally getting wet. Okay, here's the thing. Something is going on. These 3 teachers were always a bit too cool with the students, if you ask me. They were friends with a bunch of students on Facebook. No. And would always be posting about their Vegas trips. LOL. And they recreated this photo from The Hangover while in Vegas. Gay.
Stop.
They were weirdly obsessed with that movie. Gay. They also created a gang sign, gay, they're all white, for their friend group called the Faggots, which was super cringy. Because my high school was super white, but I digress.
The name wasn't actually called the Faggots, was
No,
it?
it was. I said that. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
I can feel my nipple piercings kind of blinking right now. Okay, but during the investigation, the cops found a screenplay that these 3 dudes had written a few years prior called Graduation Crashers.
This is so embarrassing.
Stupid. The plot line, 4 teachers at a fictional high school get back at their students by crashing their graduation parties and have
other pedophiles.
Yeah.
So deep down they all... Okay, yeah.
Wait, that's literally... Wait, I just want to reread that because that's the worst thing I've ever read in my life.
It's also such a man thing to write.
The plot line, 4 teachers at a fictional high school get back at their students by crashing their graduation parties and have a lot of fun in the process.
Because the things that they told all the 17-year-old girls was, oh, see, almost 18, wink.
They said, hey, I'm a grown man. You don't need to shave that coot. Get in there. A+.
Yeah, I'm not like all the other 16-year-olds that you're fucking. I'm a 40-year-old.
And I'm going to give you a full ride to daddy's. It's like, okay. So.
Imagine grown men being like, hey, dudes, we got to go crash this high school party. Imagine.
We got to go get back at these kids for living their life. You thought you were going to get through high school without getting sexually assaulted? Don't say ever. I mean, don't say never.
This is crazy. The fact that 3 men got together and they're like, you know, it'd be a funny plot for a fucking movie.
That's the thing, because it would be, it's already egregious if it's one person doing this, but the
3
fact that they
guys.
got the fucking wolf pack of idiots together.
Yeah, they did. They literally got the faggots together and they said,
the faggotrons. We write it down.
Again, another thing somebody's going to clip up and be like, cancel them. Okay, so anyway, it is crazy that 3 men got together and said this would be a great fucking movie plot. This is so man.
We can say faggot though because we are faggots.
Yeah. Hey.
Gabby got raped 2 nights ago. Just give her a break. Okay.
Stop! No, I didn't. The last time I got raped was probably in high school. Stop.
I think it was 2 nights ago. The main characters who go by the same names as my teachers.
No, the characters were not. And that's also how uncreative the men are. They're like,
they're not. They're like, oh, what are we going to name this guy? Oh, I guess Malcolm.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Malcolm, Bruce, and Kevin. Hey, those are all our real names. Yeah, fuck it.
And who's going to play these guys? Zoinks. I guess me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I guess us, right, fellas?
And then they all fart and they smell it and they start jerking off.
Yeah, they all start jerking each
And then
other
they're
off.
like, oh man, you splooged on
Who's
the
gonna come
screenplay.
first? I'm not gay. Are you gay? No, dude, I'm not gay. Oh, and then they all come at
What's
the same
youngest
time.
person we can have sex with that's legal? In Oklahoma 16. Oh, we can!
No, younger, go younger. I'm about to come.
Oh, in Alabama it's 12.
Oh! Hey, dude, put your mouth on my penis. Put your mouth on my penis. Not gay. It's not gay.
Wait, bite on it, dude. What?
And that's the plot of this story.
So the main characters who go by the same names as my teachers binge drink with a bunch of high schoolers and have sex with college-aged recent grads. Week of the high school. I think.
Here's the thing. No, college-age recent grads. So it's like the youngest that they can still
yeah. So that's why
legally
I'm
get.
saying weak, because I'm like, if you're gonna go through this great length to be a goddamn creep, a bottom-feeding succubus of a human, then go all the way.
Yeah.
Make them in 5th grade like you really want.
Yeah.
Make them some stacked 5th graders and go like, you want a PBJ? My dick's inside, or whatever the fuck you want to put in this stupid movie.
Right. Remember how weird it was seeing 5th graders with big tits? I remember. I was like, why are you guys fucking? Why you guys got tits already? I just remember there was always like
Bro, you've always been kind of a predator. Okay.
There was always like a big titted girl in 5th grade.
You used to have tits in high school.
I didn't. I stuffed my bra. I was chubbier, so I had like kind of bigger tits, but I've always had a pretty small chest.
Okay, because
But
whenever
I
you
stuffed
post,
the fuck out of my bra.
oh, you did?
I would wear 2 bras, and then I would put a bunch of shit in them. Cotton balls.
Oh yeah.
I'd put those like chicken cutlet things.
Oh, got to.
Those like plastic things.
Yeah.
Look like chicken cutlets. Oh yeah, I'd stuff the fuck out of my bra.
I remember when I started stuffing my bra before I got these fucking yams.
Okay,
One of my what?
go on.
Before my chest just swelled with titty meat. So, I just remember one of my teachers started being so nice to me, and I was like,
Yeah, it's exactly right.
the
And one of
flatties
the
can't.
teachers was this guy.
And it was this guy,
guys.
Mr. Faggot. Okay.
So what happens
I think
with Kevin, Bruce, and Bob, or whatever the fucking names are?
I think one of the girls they sleep with was based on a real student. You think? Literally. It's based off of you. Same name, I
You
think.
literally think, yeah, same name too.
They also
Again.
sleep with parents of students in the script. Okay. It's a family affair. A student-teacher
I hate
conference.
this. I literally hate those.
I'm gonna bring a gun to this high school. Okay, there was a
And you
scene.
should.
Yeah, there. And this is okay. Now that's something. If you're gonna bring a gun to a school,
go and shoot the
go
teachers.
shoot the pedophilic teachers. Don't shoot the innocent kids. You're missing an
Right.
opportunity.
Right.
Okay, right. I just cooked.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I need to know how this ends.
Okay, should I
They're
read with
all
my
in
eyes
jail
closed?
now.
Okay. They're
Better-
all gay now. Yeah.
It literally better end with all of them in jail.
They sleep with the parents of the script. There was a scene where my teacher gets a blowjob from a student's mom, so that'll pass him. Oh, so that he'll pass him. There was another scene where the same teacher has. I wish you would have sent the script because
This
now
is
I need to read
literally-
it.
This is honestly the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is
And she means gay derogatory.
And I do. 3 men sitting around being like, it'd be a good script, and they're all just fucking. Yeah.
And you know, like they're like drunk, and like when they're getting really excited, you know, like how men like will like
they all have boners.
chest bump. They'll like chest bump, and then like they'll like grab the back of each other's necks and get this like that's such a good idea. And then they're like put it in the script.
Yeah,
literally.
I have no respect for straight men. I really don't.
Oh,
This
is that
is the
because 2 nights ago you?
Okay.
All right. Okay. There was a scene. Okay, I can't with these fucking scenes. There was another scene where the same teacher has a threesome with the mother and father of a student. Happy Pride Month to him.
Hilarious.
Okay, inclusive. I never read the script. Girl, well, you got to get it because I'm trying to read it.
Get it.
Still remains in possession of the police department of my hometown. Well,
Really?
Well, we got to make a call, babe.
Wait,
Because,
hilarious. So it ended up being reported.
well, yeah.
Oh my god.
When this whole thing happened, that's how, they all got investigated.
Oh.
It was huge news, and the whole screenplay thing made the entire story grosser. I tried to find info about what happened to my teacher that slept with that girl. Hopefully he spent time in jail. One of the other teachers was teaching community college after he was fired, which sounds just as bad as jail. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully you can use this. I'm from a small town in New Hampshire, by the way. I don't know if you'll want to include that, but it might add context. Thanks.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, here's a short article about the screenplay.
Okay.
And this one talks about the 3 teachers involved. They're all so ugly, including the one who slept with the student. Not even in the top 15 hottest teachers at my school. Probably ugly. Top 5 ugliest, to be honest. Okay, let's look at the teachers really quick. Oh, they're ugly.
Show them.
Why are they all? What if I showed you and it's all Lee's twin?
Why does one of them look like Bill Burr?
So it's Bill Burr, Shane Gillis, and then Lee.
And Tim Dillon.
It's the 3 comics. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's bad, dude.
Okay, so
That's so bad.
not them writing a screen. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what else is going on in here.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Wow.
Are we in my email still?
Oh, I really had to unfortunately get back in there. Okay, so now I want you to read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want you to read 6th grade boys moaning at Helen Keller play. There you go.
This is so 6th grade boy. Hello to my beautiful angelic milky honks. Fucking love the podcast, and we'll fight Lee on sight.
Okay, finally.
This incredibly haunted true story takes place in a suburb of St. Paul, Minnesota, where I grew up. Just about as Midwest and repressed as you can get. In the 6th grade, I was in my first ever play called The Miracle Worker, which is about the life of Helen Keller and the woman who helped her learn how to use sign language. Now, at this time, the boys in my grade had discovered porn and had begun moaning very loudly and sexually in hallways between classes. And sometimes between classes and sometimes even in classes, because boys think that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be in class and they'll go,
Yeah.
Yeah. This went on for weeks, maybe even months, and it was a fucking
And it's the teachers doing it.
Yeah. They could not be stopped. They were monsters fueled by energy drinks, Axe body spray, and hormones.
Yeah.
Literally so bad. Don't you think that, like, from the ages of, like, 10 to 17, every single guy
Should be in jail.
Should be in jail, and they should do school in jail. Yeah.
In solitary confinement.
Absolutely. Well, when you know it, we were told we were going to do a preview of The Miracle Worker for my entire grade. And these hormonal little shitbags were organized enough to create a plan to moan loudly every time the lights went out between scenes. This is pretty funny.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I'm not kidding you. It was a fucking chorus of 12-year-old boys screaming, "Oh, yeah!" That's really funny. That's really funny. Helen Keller running into
That's
furniture.
such a nightmare.
And the poor girl who's playing Helen Keller.
She's trying to be emotionally tapped in, and they're like,
She literally, like, she wants to be an actor. Like, this little girl, like, wants to go to Juilliard so badly.
right.
And these kids are
and
just,
this is a beautiful story.
yeah, this, like, insane, like, touching story about Helen Keller's life. And then these fucking 15-year-olds in the back going, yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of 15-year-olds on TikTok that are like, Helen Keller's not real, that fake ass bitch. And they're always saying that she's fake.
She kind of is fake, though. Helen Keller running into furniture and grunting helplessly. Oh, yeah. Helen Keller pushing her dinner plate off the table. Oh, yeah. Helen Keller learning to sign the word for water for the first time. Oh, yeah. Our theater director had to stop the play and threatened to end the show early to get them to stop.
Oh,
was this when there was, like, an audience? Because that's fucking hilarious. Just imagine a fat, balding, 50-year-old sweaty man yelling at actual children, begging them to stop pretending to have orgasms. The shit that teachers do have to put up with is hilarious.
It's crazy.
This is really funny. That's so funny.
That's really fucking funny.
Could be a joke somehow. These children were more organized and productive than the entire fucking Congress of politicians and legislators.
Literally.
Ain't that right?
Oh.
Middle school boys are terrifying. I also played Anne Frank in a production of
Okay,
The
girl.
Diary of Anne Frank, and that went on at the same time as a wrestling tournament where you could hear loud buzzers going off in the gymnasium right next door to the
And you're
theater.
in the attic. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Love you.
Love you too, girl. Oh my God.
That's so funny.
That's so fucking rowdy.
Do you-
Also, wow. Okay, your school was putting on the bangers.
Let's see.
What do you see that's jumping out at you?
Oh, I'm trying to find. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you a few to choose from. Okay, we've got school scandal story, a cab,
Mm-hmm.
okay, school scandal story, a cab, school scandal, 14-year-old OD,
14-year-old ODing. Okay, 14-year-old ODing. Don't worry, she lived. Hey, honky doodly doos. Second time writing in. I love your podcast. I'm happy I found it. On to the story. Are you on meth? Okay. On to the story.
Are you in an institution?
I will keep it as short as possible. I went to a middle school, grades 6 through 8, which happened to be in the middle of an area with a lot of drug dealers. It was rumored that some of the parents used their kids at the school to deal their drugs.
That's gnarly.
Jesus. I don't have much tea surrounding this as I was bullied mercilessly through middle school and had no friends, but that's a different story. It's probably because your parents weren't on meth. The biggest scandal at the school was the fact that one girl went to do heroin, maybe that's what the rumor was, in the library. She proceeded to overdose and started screaming at the top of her lungs through the hallway. When the principal got involved and tried to get her into an ambulance. Not sure how this part happened. I just remember being in class and actually hearing her scream like a banshee. Apparently, she bit and kicked the principal, but eventually the principal was making $12 an hour.
Literally.
but eventually was ushered into an ambulance and taken to the hospital. I remember our homeroom teacher locking us in the classroom as this was happening. 2 weeks later, everyone in 8th grade was called into an assembly. The principal announced to the entire grade that a student, unnamed, had overdosed on drugs at school and was currently in the hospital, and that he thought it was punishment enough to have nearly died and chose to not expel her so she could finish school. Oh. He told the entire grade that whoever knows who this girl was, please do not spread rumors. Let it die. She's had a hard enough time. Let's just forget it happened when she returns to school.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually...
Good luck with that, though.
Yeah, good fucking goddamn luck.
Literally,
and especially,
good luck.
yeah, when was this? Because, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
And then they're going to use AI
and
to like have her like be dancing, like her, they're going to like put her head on like a syringe and have it like dance through the halls.
not her head on a syringe.
But that is, I think that's really sweet that he did that.
That's of integrity. But teenagers, I'll let you know this, are not of integrity.
No,
so
because
good
they're
luck.
like coming into pudding and then like going, I dare to eat it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, legit.
Everyone must have listened to him. Oh, okay. Because I never heard about it after and never found out who it actually was, which is pretty sweet considering how awful tweens are. As an adult looking back at it, I'm so happy the principal did his best to protect this probably very troubled girl by trying to reason with a bunch of unreasonable 14-year-olds
Yeah.
to leave this girl. Okay. Bill. This troubled girl alone and to let her return to school. I hope she's doing well, whoever she is. Anyway, that's the tea. Bye.
Okay. Wait,
Okay.
pick one for me.
Oh, you're so right. Can you answer that for me?
Yeah.
It's going to be automated.
Hey, yo.
Hello, this is Jennifer Bobby calling on the recorded line for Hopper Rose
Yes, sirree.
Drama. Thank you.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
have your birthday
I'm
as March 5th, is that correct?
no.
All right, sorry I had the wrong number. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
That's all it
Hugs.
took.
Okay, you just got me off the hook.
That's all it took.
Wow.
Like, we confirmed the name, and then it was the wrong birthday. She goes, nope.
Hunk. Nope. You were giving it very much Miss Howdy Doody. No, well, and a top of the morning to you now, Miss Thang.
Okay, what's going on? Pick me a story.
Okay.
Yeah. That story about the fight. Yeah. That's hilarious, actually. It's so stupid.
Okay, good. We just got another one from our girl. Don't laugh to death. You are a clear oasis. You carry deep, sweet thoughts inside your brain. You love your body. You have warm, kind, funny ass energy.
Who is this from?
You know who
The
it
girl-
is.
that's
You
from
know
the
who it's
girl?
from. You know who it's from.
I just posted that, and Lee just goes, okay, ...
Okay, he's literally a pedophile.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready? Because you need to tap in. Tap in.
I can't.
Why?
So the thing is, just like, I feel like you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. Fuck.
You guys,
Yeah, I know.
there's something
I wish we could talk
that
about
Gabby and I have been keeping under wraps that we want to talk about
So
more than
badly.
we've wanted to talk about anything. Oh my God, he's going to skin me alive. You guys, if I go missing,
Just, okay.
I can't even, I shouldn't have even said that.
Let's just finish the stories. We're almost an hour out.
Okay. That just really rattled me.
So, yeah, we can't say anything because you never know who listens to this podcast.
Unfortunately, we can't say anything because we know who listens to this podcast. One of our 3 listeners is our ops. But that just goes to show we really do this because we love this and each other. And if that's not sisterhood, then I don't know what is. But anyways, school scandal. My friends and I accidentally started a fake gang war. Go.
Okay. That's funny. Hi, honks. Let's get into it. When my friends and I were juniors in high school, a group of guy friends from our grade, they called themselves the Thundercats, I roll. And a group of my guy friends from the senior class, they called themselves the Dog Pound, I roll. Got into a huge fight in a neighborhood after school hours. We weren't friends with any of the guys, but word spread about it in the days following. My friends and I thought it was so dumb and funny. A couple days later, in our blow-off class, one of my friends and I were fucking around writing on the whiteboard, F.O., school name. Gang war. Thundercats versus Dog Pound. Let's fight. Blah, blah, blah. A couple of other friends thought it was so funny. Funny enough to go to the local library, sign into our fake Facebook page, just a fake lady who trolls people we didn't like on Facebook. And
That shit is so funny to me.
That's so funny. And create an FO Gang Wars event for that Friday. They wrote shit like, bring your pitchforks and let's fight. The event obviously got around and parents saw it, called the school and reported it. Duh. We get to school Friday and there are cops everywhere. Parking lot was filled with squad cars. Every corner of the school was monitored by a city cop. We were young and dumb and obviously didn't think it would catch much attention. Later in that day, each of us in the friend group were called into the office and interviewed. Administration noticed that the event organizers, the fake account LMAO, only friends on Facebook were us. LOL.
They put that one together, eh?
Obviously, everyone played dumb. They also talked to the group of guys of the Thundercats and Dog Pound, and ultimately, I think everybody thought they were responsible. Whoops. Clearly nothing happened and it passed, but it was quite the talk of the town for a while. Even the news reported on it. Please don't play it on the podcast. Okay. Years later, we ran into some of the guys of one of the groups and got drunk and told them everything. Some laughed, some were pissed. All are conservative Republicans, so who fucking cares?
Okay, wow.
That's my school scandal. My friends and I accidentally started a fake gang war.
That is so funny.
I am honestly surprised that there have been no actual RAPE stories. Should we do one more? Should we call it?
I think we call it, and
Yeah, we're at an hour.
because we got to save some for you.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, you guys. Well, that's been our episode. Literally, thank you for writing in.
See you next week on worst first dates.
Period.
Bye.
Bye, guys.